About your two riders?
Well, I think this
Spain, who will triumph here at Jerez. Pecco Bagnaia on pole position.
2020 Spain underway. Who will reign in Spain? Bagnaia gets the... He's starting to try and make some progress towards the... Oh, Mark.
Someone down on the top of the screen.
Further back.
Martin, I think.
Nakagami out wide. And that replaced Jack Miller in the factory Ducati team next year. Terrible start to his home Grand Prix.
Juan Mir now picking off Taka Nakagami. Mir up into the top six.
Yeah, Nakagami's good race leader, Pecco Bagnaia, but in this situation before, we've seen Fabio Quartararo.
Vinales, he's down in 20th position. He's just got past Fabio Di Girolamo.
Disaster for Vinales. That looked like Alex Rins was really slow coming out the first corner.
On board then with the reigning world champion Fabio Quartararo.
Quartararo's just glued to his rear tyre at the moment, isn't he? Bagnaia's not been able to break away. We didn't think he would be able to get within striking distance to attack Bagnaia.
Of the circuit is where Bagnaia's case as well. Nakagami stabilised the situation after he lost those 3 places in pretty short. The sole remaining Pramac Ducati.
Yeah, that's an outstanding ride by Marco Bezzecchi.
From 21st on the grid up to 13th. Brad Binder also.
So as we suspected, as we thought would happen, Pecco Bagnaia, no call to give him between the two Spaniards up into turn 1. They've exchanged weekend. Alex Espargaro on Friday, very angry that Marc Marquez was following him for a tow into the Michelin corner, and the South African crashed out the last 3 laps between the two top men in this Grand Prix. Bagnaia, a couple of high 130s.
Of Jack Miller, well and truly in touch too. Miller looks like he's got a bit of a queue behind him now.
A big crash at the start of 2020 in a qualifying session. Which
Zarco's dropping down on timing screens. Confirmation on timing screen. Zarco's down too.
It's been a horrible day. The championship points. He was trying to find a way through on Marco Bezzecchi. Oh, that was nasty. Shoulder injury. No, he's not anywhere near 100%.
20 world champion. He's dropping back into the clutches of Taka Nakagami, who's keeping that steady pace.
But again, Miller's going to be too strong on the front end on that Ducati.
Jack Miller much more closely, could he? He's looks close this time.
12. Marquez again just running a little bit wide into turn number 13, and Alex Espargaro was 21st after that high-speed scare at turn.
Nothing to choose once.
4 and FP3, he was the superior man over the longer distance on race tyre. Another podium finish.
As Quartararo identified this point up the pace. Bagnaia so often been strong, largely incorporating, of course, that back straight. They click through the third.
Binder crashed. Andrea Dovizioso and Frankie Morbidelli, they're not even in the point scoring play.
Isn't it? He said yesterday 5th to 10th was round about where he expected to be. Still run.
Back to the Ducati team might be celebrating another win here in Jerez with Pecco Bagnaia still. Pecco Bagnaia. Lynn Jarvis then looks on. He's been 3 on lap 20.
Quartararo does have some more up his sleeve. He's not got an awful lot. Stretched out a little bit again in the first sector. It's 0.8 of a second now. So Quartararo.
Dick Suzuki that Mir, being so good as he is in this intense pressure coming from Marquez.
Oh, there he goes.
Marquez up the inside. Wild here. They're looking at the big screen on the main grandstand. They're going wild here.
Eyes on the podium. He needs to follow Marc Marquez quickly.
This was on a slightly wider line and a place. Here comes Alex Espargaro. As Lewis said, he has to find a way through on Miller. And in the blink of an eye, Alex Espargaro on the factory Aprilia is now up in the 3rd place. And on course for another podium for Aprilia.
So Alex Espargaro is busy thinking about, for the first time, not the fastest riders on track. Alex Espargaro was the quickest man on track last.
Now then, here we are back at the front. Fabio Quartararo, you can see there.
It's a potential opportunity. Turn 6 is another.
In Spain, we come into the stadium section then for the penultimate lap here. The
lap to go. It's just under half a second. It would take some effort from Fabio Quartararo to.
Stunning pace by Pecco Bagnaia. And Rossum of the season. Fabio Quartararo is running out of time here in Jerez. Gap still 0.4 of a second.
He hasn't given up on pole.
So it's Miller trying to hang on to a hard-fought 4th place. Here he comes. Home Grand Prix podium here, but here is the battle for the race win. I think in Spain, the Ducati man wins the Red Bull Grand Prix of Spain in 2020.